make a broccoli believer out of you, and I think you're going to like it this way. So here, it's a really simple recipe, and we've got plenty of time. So I want to tell you, it's just regular broccoli florets. I'm going to tell you how you can purchase those: lemon, salt, fresh Parmesan, olive oil, and then one of my favorite ingredients, you guys, garlic. Okay, so here's the key. You've got your oven to 425 because we want to roast that broccoli. To me, Alexis, this falls under the category of those things you tried as a kid that maybe you hated.
Oh, yeah.
And as an adult, you realize they are heavenly, as long as they're cooked the right way. Okay?
Yes.
So you've got your broccoli florets. You want to put parchment paper down on that baking sheet because I care about you and your time, and this will make it so much easier for you to clean up. If you can just throw away that parchment paper sheet instead of having to scrub this baking sheet. Okay, so we've got broccoli florets down now. Sometimes, here's what I do. If I have bought a huge broccoli stalk, then I just kind of cut them off. But here's the key. You want to make sure that you dry these well. If you have rinsed your broccoli, this was already pre-washed, what I'm using. But this is a key to roasting, is no water. Because when you roast, you want it high, dry. That way everything gets kind of crispy.
Okay.
So the heat circulates around it without water, because water is going to steam the vegetable. And that's not what we want. We want it roasted and we want it crispy, okay? And so if there's any ones that you think are a little bit too big, you can just give them a little cut. And then we drizzle with some olive oil. And see, we keep everything in one pan. I don't like to do, some people would do this in a bowl. I don't like to. I love cooking, but you know, we have 5 kids at home. So when we're hungry, and we need to get food on the table.
I know, that's right.
So
nobody wants all those dishes. And in whose household do we want all those dishes?
I know, that's exactly
Not mine,
right.
and I know not in yours.
So kosher salt goes over the whole thing. You can just eyeball it. I've got the exact measurements for you, though, that are going to be on our webpage. Then we keep our garlic in a nice little cotton bag like this that's breathable. Then you've got your garlic bulb, and I just smack it down, and that kind of releases all of the cloves, all right? So 1 large clove, and then I'm just going to kind of slice off the paper, and then we're going to grate this on the broccoli, like a full clove, okay? So just get it on there, don't fuss about it.
The moment that you brought that out of the bag, I could literally smell it as you were getting it out of the bag.
Oh, it's one of my favorite ingredients. There's nothing like fresh garlic. It's inexpensive, you guys. It has been proven to boost your immune system powers. Garlic, give it a cape and a tiara. It's the way to go.
Yes.
And it is a superfood. And then lemon zest. So remember, I call lemon zest our cheerleader. It just kind of encourages the whole recipe. Whatever you put it in, brightens it up and livens everything. So you get some lemon zest on there, and now toss it around so all of that goodness gets on every bite of each broccoli floret, because we don't want any taste buds to be disappointed, okay? Now we put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. I like it a little crispier than most.
Okay.
Now I have some that's already done for us, and you've noticed I called this garlic Parmesan broccoli, and we haven't gotten to the Parmesan part yet. So when you pull it out of the oven, so this is what it looks like. It's really crispy. Then you're going to take some fresh Parmesan. If all you have is Kraft grated Parmesan, who cares? Use that. Whatever you have on hand, Alexis and I aren't going to judge you.
No,
right?
This is a no judgment zone. As long as it's good, it's good.
All Indiana is definitely a no judgment show, right? If we have judged you, we're not doing our jobs right. You are here to feel at home. We want to show you nothing but love. All right, now I want to double down on the lemon zest and the garlic. And I don't think I wrote this on the recipe on our website, so I'm going to make sure that I have our web team add it, because this is a key. If you want, you could squeeze some of the lemon juice on it. You don't have to, but you know, I do a little bit more fresh garlic on it. Toss it. Alexis, okay, so you guys, confession, I made this before the show. I had to stop myself from eating the entire tray.
I thought you looked real happy. You had all that cheerleader in you.
My friend, there you go.
Yes,
6 feet away. You've got to try some. I will toss it to Randall if your mouth is too full. Look at that. It is that good, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
And when I said it makes a believer out of you, I had our floor director, Russ, in mind, because I made a Brussels sprout believer out of him.
And Russ, and Russ was wondering about this. He didn't know, so I mean, this could make him a believer.
Russ,
look,
here he comes. We love it. He's got his mask on. He's going to take one.
You a believer?
All right. You guys, message me after you try this broccoli recipe. I think you're going to be like Russ. And he's hard to convince, too. So if he likes it, I think you're going to like it.
I love his dance. Another person who